The welcome mat is gone, 10 signs Canadians are no longer wanted in the U.S. Have you tried crossing the U.S. border lately as a Canadian trucker, student, or even just a tourist? Things feel off, don't they? It's not your imagination. In 2025, Canadians are running into more closed doors, red tape, and side eyes than ever before. From silent trade wars to surprise travel fees, it's becoming painfully clear Canadians aren't exactly being rolled out the welcome mat anymore, and the signs are stacking up fast. If you've noticed longer wait times, stricter visa rules, or rising tension in conversations down south, you're not alone. Here's the truth no one's really talking about until now. 10. The 35% tariff on Canadian goods. Walk into a hardware store in Buffalo or a car plant in Michigan and you'll hear the same whispers. Why did prices just shoot up? Here's the brutal answer. A 35% tariff was slapped on Canadian goods starting August 1, 2025. That's not just a policy shift, it's a gut punch to cross-border trade. Trump's executive order blindsided Canadian exporters, hitting lumber, steel, and even parts of the auto industry, industries that power towns on both sides of the border. And here's the kicker. If a Canadian company tries to sneak goods through a third country to avoid the tax, it gets hit with a 40% transshipment penalty. That's not a loophole, it's a trap. While the USMCA protects some goods, around 5 to 10% of exports got thrown under the bus. Prime Minister Carney called it disappointing, but to Canadian manufacturers. 9. The $250 visa integrity fee. Tried planning a study semester, job interview, or conference trip to the U.S. lately? Brace yourself. A new $250 visa integrity fee is about to hit your wallet. Quietly passed this July, the fee applies to every non-immigrant visa approval. Tourists, students, work permits, the whole lineup. This isn't just a typical application cost. You'll pay it only after approval and only if you're from a country that requires a visa, which includes Canadian permanent residents. Citizens can still cross freely for short visits, but if you're a PR or a student, you're in the crosshairs. The DHS says it's for security, but travel experts are calling it what it is, a junk fee that risks slashing Canadian tourism and overcomplicating legitimate 8. 4-month visa delays. Tried booking a quick U.S. trip for school, work, or just a visit with family? Hope you've got time, lots of it. As of summer 2025, Canadians applying for a simple tourist or business visa are stuck in a nightmare of delays. In Calgary, the wait time has ballooned to 4 months, and in some cases, appointments are being pushed into 2027. Yes, seriously. Halifax is clocking 3-month delays, and even those are unreliable thanks to rolling cancellations and random slot drops. Officials blame staffing shortages and new vetting procedures, including enhanced social media background checks. Compared to last year, wait times have more than doubled, leaving families stranded and students unsure if they'll make semester start dates. 7. Digital registration and fingerprinting. Planning to stay in the U.S. for more than a month? Better get ready to hand over your fingerprints. Starting April 2025, every foreign national aged 14 and over, yes, even Canadians, who plans to stay over 30 days must register online and submit biometric data. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security now requires long-stay visitors to enroll in a digital tracking system or face fines of up to $5,000 and possible jail time. Critics say it's more about surveillance than safety. And here's the real kicker, this policy isn't applied equally to everyone. It's turning long-term Canadian guests into potential suspects. DHS calls it enhanced awareness, but to many north of the border, it feels more like a silent message, you're being watched. 6. 59% of Canadians view the U.S. as a threat. Think Canadians still picture the U.S. as the land of outlet malls and Disneyland road trips? Think again. According to a July 2025 Pew Research Center survey, a staggering 59% of Canadians now see the United States as a major threat. That's not just a drop in good vibes, it's the lowest level of trust Canadians have shown toward the U.S. in modern polling history. A huge 77% of Canadians surveyed said they believe America poses a direct threat to Canada's economic stability, blaming a surge of cross-border penalties and unpredictable trade policies. Even more intense, 53% now believe the U.S. is a direct threat to Canada's national security, a number that now outpaces a 15% drop in Canadian bookings to the U.S. Ever tried booking a flight to Miami or Vegas lately and noticed it's suddenly emptier? You're not imagining things. In the first half of 2025, travel data shows a sharp 15% drop in Canadian bookings to the U.S. This blow could strip nearly $9 billion from America's tourism economy by year's end. Land crossings are down 25%, and air travel has dropped another 10%. Places like Florida and Arizona, once swarming with Canadian snowbirds, are now reporting up to 30% drops in hotel. 4. U.S. spirits pulled from Canadian shelves. Walked into an LCBO recently and couldn't find your usual bottle of Jack or Jim? It's happening. In March 2025, Ontario's Liquor Board, followed quickly by Quebec and New Brunswick, pulled most American-made spirits from store shelves. Quietly, without fanfare, U.S. liquor brands just vanished. This wasn't just a supply hiccup, it was a political message.